David, at whom you're looking. Tournament leader. 10 pins both separating these two.
Can make it even with a strike here, though.
Okay. And Melissa, David's wife. Okay.
I asked her, Chris, who she thought was the better bowler, and of course she doesn't know a whole lot of bowling except where the bank is on Monday morning, but she thought that David had the experience of being out here on the tour the longest. Even though Dale has been whipping on David for most of his life, even as a young boy, she felt that her husband had a slight edge with experience. Well, both players have to adjust, and the biggest difference between the average bowlers, you see Dave Traber drifting high here in the 5th frame with a 4-pin, and is the ability to adjust and recognize lane conditions. And both these players have to make some moves here in the last game.
Okay. And now the older brother, Dale, can get up. He owns a pro shop in Port Washington, Wisconsin. They immediately get hungry because there's a heck of a steakhouse there, Bo.
You should know, you're a meat connoisseur.
That's it. And when he's not on a tour, he works at the J.C. Penney catalog warehouse.
Picking up some good bucks, I'm sure, but not like he's going to pick up today if he can get his act together. He's already locked into a nice paycheck for second, but he needs to get going if he wants to win the national championship.
It's 27 and 14, and that's an open frame.
Dale Traber has to do a little bit of what brother David has done. Pick up the ball speed here. It seems like if you keep the ball speed low, you drift high on too many shots.
Let's see, 27 to the winner, 14 to the runner-up.
The full grip of Dave Traber has an 1 5/32 thumb hole. Big, big hand. For a player to get the most out of his abilities here on the PBA Tour, he really must know his strengths, but also understand his weaknesses. And Dale Traber doesn't have quite as much experience as his brother David in understanding those weaknesses. David right now has made the adjustments. He has a 13-pin lead, and he can extend it to 23 with a strike in the 7th.
Come on!
4-pin.
Johnny Petraglia is sitting on the sideline saying, oh, baby, if I could have carried that solid 9, I'd like to have been in this match, because it looks like the left side of the lane held up a little better than the right. Both players struggling here for the title.
Petraglia with a 237-181 victory over Eric Forkel. Then a 300 game worth $100,000 for Johnny as he defeated Walter Ray Williams 300 to 194. And then Dale Traber, whom you're looking, his 193 defeated Petraglia.
Big shot for Dale here. Chris, I've had a good chance and opportunity over the years to bowl a lot of games on this championship pair, and these players are a little bit confused about what to do, and there's one real solution, and it's the Walter Ray Williams type solution. You got to fire and fall back here with 3 frames to go. Don't be playing around moving. Pick up that ball speed.
Wide world next. Skating and racing.
3 frames left. Neither player has ever won a major championship. 13-pin difference. 2 brothers.
Big brother's got a problem.
Big problem. He's not even taking his time, and he's a pretty cerebral player. I've talked a lot with Dale. His mom and dad look on. They got a win-win situation, but Dale usually thinks his way through different problems. Right now, he looks a little confused out there, and he's going very quickly with his shot. Chris, I'd be surprised if Brother David just doesn't slam 2 bullet shots down there. He hit this lane in the 6th frame and the 4th frame with good solid speed. If he strikes here, I can bet in the 9th you're going to see a rocket. Let's see what happens.
If he bowls like his favorite race car driver races, Dale Earnhardt, he will. Dale Earnhardt. Look at that. That's an Earnhardt.
Well, he's down to the biggest ball of his career. If he strikes here, he can slam the door on Brother Dale. His wife, Melissa, looks on. Chris, I don't expect to see anything but a rocket shot right here. He can't take a chance on playing with the lane. Throw it. Worst thing can happen is he hits light if he throws it too hard. Surprises me. Here's the situation. Dave Traber with a spare and a strike would end up in the 196. Dale, best he can do is 187. David must mark in the 9th and 10th frames if his brother Dale strikes out.
There you go.
Dale Traber must strike on the next 3 balls. Our younger brother David is the new PBA national champion.
First of the Triple Crown U.S. Open, followed by the General Tire Tournament of Champions. My goodness.
Mandatory that he strike on the next 2 balls. No chance if he doesn't strike. Best he can shoot is 187. He would force his younger brother to get any type of mark in the 10th.
No, I think we were spoiled earlier with 14 in a row.
That $100,000 check, but these boys don't have a chance at that. They're still trying to win a major title.
That's it.
Here we go. This big shot. Still in it.
The title is the thing.
Well, we have to ask you a question. You like rather shoot 250 and lose or 180 and win? I think it's easy to answer that question as
Yes.
these boys are going for the national championship. A strike here by big brother Dale will force David, the tournament leader, to mark.
Got his spot. Smooth. How did that come through, older brother? 3 in a row, Nelson.
You bet it. Just at the right time, partner.
Yeah.
He has forced his younger brother to get a good mark in the 10th frame.
Closes out with a 4-bagger.
Dave Traber must strike or get a good count in a spare to win the national championship. 10th frame. Here we go. National champion right there.
And, you know, who's applauding for him? His brother. Nods his head in approval. There is Dale. Dale beating him the only other time they met in a regional championship.
Chris,
But David came to Dale Earnhardt.
this is the national championship. A
That's
big
right.
difference. And he is the champion. That's Lock City.
Okay. 187 for